One. My name is Luke Payson. Welcome to MMA Fancast. I'm joined by Melissa Sheppy. Melissa, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking the time. I know it's busy. It's fight week for you. You're fighting on 247 Fighting Championships, and you just finished the workout. How was that for you?
It was good. It was just a gi class. We actually had a vacation planned out at the beginning of the year, so that was kind of my first real class for the week since we had that vacation. So it was just a gi class. We just worked a few things.
Oh, that's great. And you're in fight week. You're going to be fighting for 247 Fighting Championships, Flood City Fights 1 in Johnstown. And I know you're on a bit of a roll. I think you've won 2 fights back-to-back in MMA. How has that been going for you? How were those 2 fights for you?
I was really, really excited to actually have some opponents. I've been training for a little while, and there's actually like kind of some burnout because I had been training for so long and wasn't able to find opponents. And now all of a sudden I just keep getting opponent after opponent. So I'm really excited and I'm looking to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. From looking at your record, I think you just had a fight and a win in July. So that's pretty recent. What's it like to be training and fighting so quickly now compared to all the time that you weren't having fights at all?
Yeah, it's overwhelming, but in a positive way. After my fight in July, I wasn't really expecting to fight again, at least not until October. And this one kind of popped up, and I was like, I waited, with my coach and with my teammates. I was very expressive about how frustrated I was. And now here they are, and I'm overjoyed, but at the same time, just trying to take it all in stride and not, burn myself out too much on overtraining now, and just kind of just take it as it comes, I guess.
Well, obviously that's an important attitude. There was that old expression, it's either feast or famine. And I think in MMA, particularly in female MMA, that tends to be the deal. There's not nearly as many opponents out there, and you can go a long time training without. Where do you train? Who are your main coaches, and how did you find your way into MMA training?
Yeah, so I train at a Team Rock in Harrisburg, North Carolina. It's Team Rock Charlotte. My head coach is Hallie Hare. We call him Snake. He's got a lot of experience. And they've actually brought 2 guys to the UFC. And our striking coach is Lester Sampson, and he's got a lot of experience with boxing. And we're thinking those are like the coaches that are going to, be there for the 247 fights. I kind of got into training. It's a funny story. So I don't know if you've heard of Tough Mans.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Yeah. So
explain it to the audience, though. Go ahead.
So basically, it's kind of what it seems, what it sounds like. Basically, you see a fight poster, and are you the toughest man out there or toughest woman out there? Well, come prove it. And basically, off the street boxers come and compete in a tournament style. Basically, if you get beat, you're out, and if you go to the next level, then tournament style. Sorry, but so basically, how I got into it was I just saw a poster, and I was like, for a tough man, and I was like, oh man, I really want to do that. I feel like I could do well. And this is me at 25 years old, never having stepped into a martial arts gym, never having any sort of experience besides little confrontations at school. And I'm like, maybe I should go to 1 class or 2 class. So we're 2 weeks out, and I go to a gym that someone I work with, they had recommended to me. And I take 2 classes, go to Tough Man, get my butt handed to me, basically. But I caught the bug, and so I kind of stuck with it. I kind of stuck more to the jiu-jitsu side for a little bit, just because my face was a little sore. But but then I kind of started warming back up to boxing, and just I moved gyms to one that could accommodate my schedule more because I work kind of like a hectic schedule. It's a swing shift operation. And so we changed gyms to another gym that I could train at morning or at night. And I really haven't looked back since then.
Well, that is a great way into MMA to just jump into Tough Man, which is, like you said, amateur off the street boxing. I went to a couple Tough Mans as coaches, and I had some fighters on it. And I would see some of the Tough Man drink beer with their wraps on. And I think, oh, they're probably lost already because, like you said, it's tournament and it goes late, like midnight, 1 a.m. sometimes. And then I'd see them put their beer down, put gloves on, and go in. And I was like, what is this madness? But it's really cool. It's really cool that you got into it that way. What's been your favorite thing to learn in striking and your favorite thing to learn in BJJ, just for you as a person in the years you've been doing it?
So I guess my striking, basically being able to perfect my defense a little bit more, working on my defense. It's more of a mental component for me because I'm always, I guess, more of offensive person. So being able to start to work my defense and being able to learn to move my head out of the way. I mean, that was really nice to get the hang of, and probably my favorite with striking. As far as jiu-jitsu, I guess probably I really enjoyed learning arm bars. Like Ronda Rousey, of course, respect to her. She kind of blew up women's MMA, and being able to see a female on TV doing that, and seeing her take someone down, target the arm, and I mean basically take it with her. It was cool to be able to go into a gym and do that, or learn how to get close. I guess probably not that technical, but
well, it is cool. You also bring up the really good point that publicity and people being popular matters, and obviously Ronda Rousey for many, many years to come is going to be that person that got particularly girls involved, women involved in the idea of MMA, because before that, it just really wasn't as popular. So that's a great story. When you come into this fight, what's your mindset and what's your prediction coming into this fight? Both of you have experience. You've got a little bit more, but she's also, I think, had one MMA fight. So what's it like? Oh, I might be wrong. She could be coming into her debut. I think she's coming into her debut, but I might be wrong about that. What's your prediction on the fight?
So I'm not going to make a prediction on my actual fight, but I'll just say that I'm going in and I've worked a lot kind of on my mindset and managing my energy a little bit better. I do expect to go in there, I guess for lack of better words, like go in there swinging, but hopefully I'm able to settle down and be somewhat technical in the fight. And I mean, of course, we're looking for a finish or a win. That's great. But at the end of the day, I mean, my opponent's training and wants the same thing. So we're just going to go in there with a good mindset and, I mean, let the training, I guess, do the talking.
That's a great attitude. I think that's a really good way to test yourself and challenge yourself and make it about the training, which is good. Who do you want to thank as we start to wrap this up? I can't wait to see you in person Saturday, August 21st, obviously at the Cambria War Memorial in Somerset. What are your thank yous as you head into this fight?
Obviously, my coaches, my teammates at Team Rock in Harrisburg, they're great. They've been great with the, I guess, momentum that I've been going on. They've taken it all in stride. My training partners have been wonderful. We don't have a whole lot of females, but we do have a few, and they've been there. And the guys have been really good too about stepping up and making sure that I have training partners. My fiance, he's actually one of my training partners. He's been great through the weight cuts and stuff. And I guess that's about it. Oh, I'm sure I'm leaving someone else. I'm sorry. the fight promotion 247. Thank you guys for setting this up. It's a women's welterweight bout, so I mean, you don't see those every day, and it's really exciting that fight promotions are like kind of starting to open up their eyes, or open the doors, and letting women who aren't necessarily 145 or 135, you can't necessarily, it's not like an easy cut, you know, and giving those women a chance and kind of setting those bouts at a more, I guess, healthy level for the female athletes. So thank you to them.
Well, I could see the gratitude on your face. And I know from having managed a couple of female fighters who were in the larger, heavier weights, that it became such a challenge to try to get matches. And obviously, I think it's great, like you said, that 247 and any promotion that's willing to put on fights that are going to be entertaining, good for the athletes and good for the fans. Thanks so much, Melissa Sheppy, for coming on. I can't wait to see you in action Saturday. For anybody that can't make it in person, they can buy the pay-per-view, or hopefully if they're making the trip with you, they can get tickets from you or one of the fighters. Thanks so much for coming on the show. I'll see you Saturday.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Can't wait.
You got it.